Hi there, I'm Miriam and welcome to Miriam's Manor. So for those of you joining me for the first time today, welcome and thank you so much for watching. The content that I create is everything Christmas, but mostly Christmas villaging, as well as home decor and gardening. And I do have separate playlists already set up for you guys so that you can find the specific genre of video that you are interested in. So for those of you who are joining me again, welcome back, family. Now today's video, I am actually mixing kind of two of my categories because it is going to be Christmas as well as home decor in one. The reason I say that is because I am going to show you guys and give you a quick tour of my great room space. I have not showed you this space all year long because I didn't do a spring. Well, I did do a spring tablescape this year. I just didn't show you guys the tablescape that I had put up. But I haven't showed you guys my great room space since Christmas and how I have transformed it and what I have done. So I want to show you kind of this vibe that I've been on all year. So that way, today in these boxes, I am going to show you some of the stuff that I've already begun to purchase for my Christmas decor for this year. So it'll kind of make sense. So let's go ahead and let me show you and walk you through kind of what that space looks like right now. So this is the vibe that I have been on all year, you guys. I have not added any color to this space whatsoever, and I am actually shocked at myself because in the springtime, I usually punch it up with the color big time. But as you can see, I have a ton of white and grays all throughout this space with my silver accents. Now, I did decorate all three of my niches with white vases from the same collection, and although they are all arranged a little bit differently within each individual vase, I did use the same flowers with the whites and the grays, and here's a close-up look of that. So here is my great room space. Again, super neutral, whites, grays, silver accents. I do have my board games left underneath my table here. We just had a family game night. So, but other than that, you can just see it's very muted, and this is kind of the mood that I have been in all year, and I am not even really wanting it to change. My tablescape, I did do one for spring, but I did not do any like big linens. I actually just had a table runner on that I took off recently, but very low profile vases with just some white and green flowers in it. This vase with the orchids, I did do a video on how to make this, but since then I thought it looked a little bare, so I dressed it up with some of these little curvy leaves down below to add some thickness and these curly wooden branches up top, and I really love the effect that it gave this arrangement. And then the one over here to the right is still exactly the same, this whole setup as I had it in the spring. And then back in the back, I have those two planters with the canisters next to it. So you guys can see this is just super simple. Off to the right here in my buffet area, I do have this out that I usually do have decorated, but I'm setting up for a party, or actually my book club this afternoon. So I've got my little refreshments out for my book club meeting. But other than that, it's just been such a blank neutral slate, very clean, and I've actually been very pleased with it. Okay, so now that you've seen my great room space, it is so muted. You guys, I am so shocked that I have not added any color to my great room all year round. It is very unusual for me. I do change my color theme out there at least like 3 times a year. So the fact that it has been pretty much all white and silver and grays all year round is highly unusual for me. And not only that, I don't really think I want that to change. I might switch it up just a little bit for fall, but I have decided to do black and white for Christmas this year. So what I already have out there will probably remain. And then I am just going to be adding some of these black decorations to this. Now, I bought this ribbon, which is so absolutely beautiful. This is 4-inch wired ribbon. I love using ribbon in my Christmas decor. I put it on my trees, in my garland on my staircase, as well as on my mantle. I typically make at least one big bow that goes somewhere in my house. And this particular ribbon is velvet. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you could feel it, it is absolutely beautiful and just so thick and like luxurious looking. I am so excited to use this ribbon. I just cannot wait. So this was the first type of ribbon that I got, but of course I am definitely a multi-layered ribbon type of woman. I never just use one ribbon throughout my house. As a matter of fact, I always use a minimum of 3, if not more at times in different spaces. So this is the second ribbon that I got. It is a black glitter. I love everything to be shiny and blingy at Christmas time. And since I am going to be keeping all of the silver in that space for this Christmas decor, I thought to definitely add shimmer to that, black shimmer, which will look really good with like the shiny silver. So I am super excited about this. Now, to tie these 2 ribbons together, I am still on the hunt for a beautiful black and white patterned ribbon. I have not been able to find one yet that I want, because that one is the one that's going to be bold, that is going to make this statement. These 2, although they are beautiful on their own, they're black. They both have different textures, which I love. One shiny and glittery, the other velvet. So now I'm going to be looking for a mostly white ribbon that has some sort of pattern on it that is black. Or it could be all white too, but the pattern, if it's white on white, it still has to be striking, and the texture has to be right in order for me to marry all 3 of these together the way that I'm hoping for. So that I still need to purchase, but you guys, I am so excited to do this black and white Christmas tree. Now, what else do I have in here? So all of this is actually ribbon, you guys. I'll pull it out, you can see. Or actually, just let me do this. If I could get this in view, all of these are spools of ribbon in here. This box has all of the rest of the larger 4-inch velvet ribbon. Now, I buy a lot of ribbon, yes, but I do 36 feet of garland on my staircase alone. And my mantle is about 24 feet of garland. And then my 9-foot tall Christmas tree. So I use a ton of ribbon throughout those 3 things. Whatever color scheme I do on my tree is the entire color scheme for my entire great room space, as well as my staircase. So when I buy things, I have to make sure I have enough to decorate all 3 of those individual spaces, as well as have a little left extra over for little things I want to do in the kitchen or on my tablescape and things like that. So there is a lot of ribbon in that box. Oh, and I guess I should tell you where I bought it in case you guys are interested. I bought this from Craft Outlet, and I ordered 9 spools of the glitter ribbon that's 2.5 inches. It's also wired. And then I ordered 8 spools of the 4-inch velvet ribbon. They're both, each individual spool of ribbon is, all of them are 10 yards. So To be right in the middle of these two, I'm actually looking for my white ribbon to be 3 or 3.5 inches wide and also wired. For those of you who might not be used to working with ribbon, if you are wanting to make any type of bow or fluff it or have it hold its shape, you definitely need to make sure you're ordering wired ribbon. If it's not wired, it's just going to be flimsy and floppy, and you're not going to be able to achieve the look that you were going for. So in this particular box, I ordered 4 of these. You know what? There is actually one already open. Let me grab this one. So there are 24 balls in this particular pack, and I did order 4 of these. Now, that is because I use a ton of ornaments, you guys. I put about 300 ornaments alone on my garland that goes on my stairs. I use another at least 200 on my Christmas tree and about 75-ish for the garland that is on my mantle. So I use a ton of ornaments, not just these balls, but actually nice ornaments. But I love these particular things for fillers. I love to tuck ornaments within the garland so that as your eye is looking at it, it just creates depth when everything is just not sitting on the outside or the surface of the branch. When you can tuck some in, it just creates so much depth and dimension and for your eye to catch, especially when you do the shiny ones or the glittery ones tucked in. Your eye will catch that shimmer and that movement, and it'll draw it within the garland or the Christmas tree. So these are always my filler ornaments. And then I always definitely put like my gorgeous ones that are on the outside. So since I already have a ton of white ornaments and a ton of silver ornaments, I just needed to buy the black ones this year. And I'm not done yet. I do need to buy some beautiful black ones, but I haven't been able to find any online yet that I like. So I might have to wait till we get closer to the season to go buy what I'm looking for. But I probably want to buy about maybe 40 or 50 really beautiful ones to split between my garland for my stairs, my garland for my fireplace, and my Christmas tree. So I also ordered this pack because, as you can see, these ones are a lot larger than the ones that I got in this pack. And that is the other thing that I do. Having various sizes of ornaments for me is ideal. Now, this is not even as large as I go. I get those great big ornaments that are 6 inches and 8 inches large and use on my stairs as well as my tree. So I couldn't find any online as of yet, but I do have some silver ones that are really big. So I'm not too concerned if I can't find any in black. It'll be okay because I have plenty silver and white to fill those in. But I do also love these little minis. If you guys do not use these mini ornaments on your tree, do it. They just add another layer of dimension with the sizing that definitely makes the tree pop. And so I don't have any white minis, so I do need to get some white minis. I have tons of silver minis. So I don't have that many more ornaments that I need to buy for the rest of this season. So this is what I have for now. But you guys know me enough by now. I love to add flair to whatever I am designing. And I was in this mood, so I decided to purchase these feathers. And I am going to stick them somewhere. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to use them on the tree or in the garland on the fireplace or the stairs, or maybe even in an arrangement that I do. I think there are 10 of these, if I am not mistaken. Here, let me see how many actually came in this pack. Ooh, there's a lot more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, yes. There are 24. I actually do wish that I would have gotten 2 packs of these knowing that there's 24. I don't know when I ordered why I didn't go ahead and get 2, because that means if I divide this amongst my tree in both sets of garland, I'm only going to have 8 to use in each space, which may sound like a lot, but when you're decorating, it doesn't go a long way. So I don't know, but I do have white feathers too that I can mix with this to complete my black and white look. So we shall see. Now, some of you have asked me like what my process is for figuring out new color schemes and designing and stuff like this. And I did this video today so I can show you exactly that. I look at the mood that I've been in and how I've already decorated and if I want to change that or not. Right now, I am not wanting to change what's out there at all. So then I thought, well, what can I do that'll make it work and still kind of stay true to the mood that I've been in? And then it just was like black and white, classic black and white. So that's what I'm going to do. I do begin to shop early for basics like this, your basic round balls that you can buy online. I make sure I buy all of those up front, get those out of the way. Some of my accessory pieces like feathers and definitely ribbon, because what I have found the last several years, I have had the hardest time locating ribbon that fits my style and my budget that I love. So I make sure to get those staple pieces that ground my tree. My ribbon is always that kind of like first anchor piece that I put on my tree. It's the very first layer. If I'm using ribbon that year anyway, it is the very first thing that I put on the tree before I do anything else. So it's a grounding piece, a foundational piece for me. So I need to make sure that I order that in advance early all the time. The fact that I still don't have my white ribbon actually kind of bothers me. I know it's only July, but the fact that I still don't have it makes me a little bit nervous because the amount of ribbon that I need to buy for this whole space is a lot. And sometimes as you get closer to Christmas, I might be able to find one that I love, but I may only be able to find 4 spools of it. And I need like at least 8. So I definitely want to get on it and make sure that I am more than prepared for what I need for Christmas. And this is the beginnings of how I go shopping and how I start when I switch color schemes. I make sure I get all of my ribbon first and my regular balls. From there, I look at what I already have. I already have a ton of white ornaments and a ton of silver ornaments to complement this. And so that the only thing that I'll need to buy going forward to complete this again is that white ribbon and then some beautiful black statement ornaments. But that's not going to be in abundance. That's just going to be a few here and there to add as special touches on the garland in my Christmas tree. I already have my extra little fun things like this. I will also, as we get closer to Christmas time, see if I can find some black floral picks that I can also add to this scheme. I already have a ton of green floral picks, a ton of white flocked floral picks, and silver. So like I said, black was the only thing that I didn't have a ton of. So this is going to help bring all of this idea together. And so this is my process. This is how I kind of break it down. And these are the staple pieces that I try to make sure that I have first so that I know that I'll have enough to complete my entire look come Christmas time. So I'm really close, actually. I'm almost there. I'm really, like I said, there's just a few more ornaments that I'll have to buy and definitely locating that special ribbon that's going to give me that wow factor that I'm looking for. So once I get that, I am going to be good to go for what I want to do for Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, but like I said, you know, with your feedback and the things that you guys like to see, I definitely want to show you what I'm doing because I'm going to be doing it anyway. So if you guys want to see it, you are more than welcome to see me go through my process. So don't forget to give me a big thumbs up for this video if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe to the channel. You can also become a member to my channel by clicking on the link in this description box and clicking on that join tab. Please leave me a comment if you guys have any questions at all. Also visit me on Etsy at this information below. And until I see you again, stay safe. God bless you, and I will see you soon. Bye.